Okay, we're still in Math 119. We're doing Project K now. All right, again, I want to point out we're going to launch Sage. How do we do that? It's in my doc because I use it often enough. When I launch Sage, I'll be given a choice between the terminal application and Jupyter. We've talked about this a number of times. If this is the first video you're watching, I would recommend you go back and look at the other videos to learn the difference between a command line and Jupyter. I prefer command line. Let me launch it. Right, Sage is being launched over here. What's the project? It's going to be something that learned in Math 119, which is how to graph a piecewise function. Right, so you're given a piecewise function over here, f of x. And what's f of x? Well, the first piece of the function is between -1 and 1, and it's equal to that cubic, 2 minus x cubed. And the second piece of that function is between 1 and 2, not inclusive of 1 or 2, by the way, and it's just simply a parabola x squared. So what I want to do is I want to just, type the code in. I'm learning something new over here, not reset. I've done that a number of times. I'm going to define x as a variable, var. And again, let me repeat this in Sage. X is a variable, but it's a good idea to define your variables regardless. All right, so what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to do a copy paste, but I want to, as I do that over here, I want to talk about what I'm doing. I did a copy paste. What did it say? F is being assigned. It's being assigned a piecewise definition. And the piecewise definition, if you notice, what do I put down? I put a listing of functions I want to graph. And the first function I want to graph is on the open interval between 1 and 2, and it's x squared. Now, what are we talking about over there? I want to graph out x squared on the open interval between 1 and 2. And then I want to graph out 2 minus x cubed, I'm writing that over here, between -1 and 1, and that's a closed interval. What do I mean by closed? It's, maybe I misspoke over here. 1 to 2 is an open interval, and -1 to 1 is a closed interval. If I misspoke, I'm sorry. But anyway, I typed it up correctly. So what I'm going to do is hit return, and so it says, I wonder what f is. F is assigned that. It equals that piecewise definition of a function now. So then the question comes is, what do you want to do? I want to plot it. So I'm going to say FP is going to be assigned the plot, P-L-O-T. And what do I do? I want to plot F, and I want to plot F between values x min, which would be equal to -1, and x max, I want that to be equal to 2. And why is that? My function is defined in that interval. All right? Remember, if you make a mistake, Sage will tell you made a mistake. If you didn't make a mistake, that's fine. Let me see if I did something wrong there. So plot f, x min, x max equal to 2. I think I might have made a mistake somewhere. And someone says, why do you think you made a mistake? Sage appears to be stuck on that. And did I make a mistake? fp equals plot, and I'm plotting f, x min, x max. I have no idea what's happening there. Did I make a mistake? Oh, there it comes back. I don't know what happened. I really don't. It shouldn't even pause on something like that. I'm not sure why it's pausing. Maybe it's polling a server somewhere and it's not responding quick enough. Let me do fp.show. What does that mean? It's going to show that graph now. What's that graph look like? It looks like this over here. So let me just take a look at it and see if that's what they got. Yeah, amazing. They got the same graph, all right? The graph is generated using Sage Tech, by the way. What's Sage Tech? I'm able to use Sage within my documents, and it actually, you have to learn how to program to do that, but it's not a bad thing to be able to do, all right? I think that pretty much, yeah, we'll go to the next project next. Thank you so much for paying attention, though.